There you go. Now we've done the YouTube break. Huzzah! What are you bitching about? Why are you possessed? Oh, good. You go ahead and claim that magma forge. I didn't need it. Ugh. All right, whatever. We're still just smelting hematite ore. We've been doing nothing but trying to smelt steel for like ever. $75 Z levels at 3 iron bars of corkscrew equals 225 iron ingots. How close is the water arena system to completion? We've tested it. The water portion of the water arena system works perfectly. We've already tested it. It is done. What it is if someone is invading our mostly open door, then I can raise the bridge and the water comes out and shoots them in the face and chases them into the arena where they're stuck on the island, and then we shoot at them from up here. So far, that's worked well. That part of the test we've tested, it works. Then, when it's not saving, we pull this left lever over here, and it opens that drain door down below to drain the arena so we can go in and get shit. For this particular system. Whether or not we're gonna set up to dump magma on this same system to make it more interesting, I don't know. I have a lot of Z levels to bring that magma up. A lot of Z levels. Very, very slowly. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. They just dump their clothing everywhere. Like, oh, look at this fantastic shirt. Whoops, don't need that. That one had a frayed seam around the collar or something. Just throw that where I stand. Which is kind of awful. Also, has the sun gone down enough? Can I get rid of the slight green tint on everything in my life? The answer is no. How about angering some elves? I'm going to soon. Like, if I don't get a war any other way, I'll just piss off the elves. The problem is what seems to happen every time I piss off the elves is you piss off the elves, then they just go and fight the rest of your civilization. They leave you out of it. Like, they're too scared to, like, challenge you, so they just fight everyone else. It's like, you fucking wimp. I need 2 more wooden grates, and the drain system for the arena will be complete. I'm needing the grate there because if we have it here and then it goes down at Z level and also drains, because there's multiple drains, then we can make sure all the water pressure at some point is down at Z level, so no dwarf that gets caught in the drain will ever be able to drown. That means I won't need to wait for a guy to get out of the way to pull the plug on the drain. We'll be good there. I already don't think it's possible, just because the way it's set up for a dwarf to drown in it, but the dwarves have proven me wrong before with their stupidity. So I'm going to set up a way to filter out the solids from the liquids so that there's no chance in hell of them drowning. If they still find a way to drown, then they were aiming for drowning. That is on them, not me. That's not my fault they drown at that point. You're gonna build a few squads of soldiers? Well, here's the thing. Yes, but we haven't needed it to this point. We've taken out Ettins, giants, fucking, I think we had like did we do a rock already? We've taken out some like big creatures with relatively few dwarves. They're just beefy. We have like artifact weapons and shit. They just tend to take them out eventually. Maybe find a few animals while you visit them. Yeah, we might have to at some point just declare war on them just to get it done. The real issue is I don't think there are goblins near me. I could have sworn when we set up the base that there was goblins, but there don't appear to be goblins now. Question. Bonham, who is meditating on discipline. Content being near a waterfall. Ha ha ha, Miss Generator. It will bring you happy thoughts. All right, so yeah, that definitely works. They're able to pray. The library lets them do, I want to think about smart things. The only issue now is crafts. Like, we need something for them to practice crafts on without using resources or something. That way they're not like, I'm bored. I'm bored because I didn't do crafts recently. I spend all my day thinking about, you know, philosophy. And philosophy's boring. I go, it's not my fault. That is not my fault. You find, stop dumping clothes on the ground. Like, we have a clothing stockpile. And they have appeared to dump things in it before. No, I'm not searching. I'm trying to dump. Does it say that they belong to someone? If they're just dumping them because they're slightly damaged, then... Hold on. Thought. Is there an auto dump for clothing? Hold on. I know Lazy Noob Pack has a setting to turn on auto dumping clothing. Dump worn items. Like, that would probably just save me a bit if I could get the game to auto dump all worn items. So I think that's what's happening, is they're literally just dumping barely worn clothing. Because look at this. They have like one tiny X, and they're like, oh, I already don't like this. Because we have a damn near constant supply of clothing. Because we have set up our... The King Escort has arrived. Okay, I didn't need you to interrupt me, but okay. You have to remember, part of the farm system is a clothing system, right? And part of the clothing system is we set up on repeat making cloth everything. I genuinely think we have a massive surplus of clothing. Robe coat, robe coat, robe coat, robe coat. Lots of robes and coats. Everything else has been grabbed, I guess. I should probably set this to be like something we just keep track of manually instead of on repeat. But yeah, we have a honking surplus of clothing. So they're just throwing clothing away as soon as it's slightly damaged. Also, the Ragnoff has followed. Thank you so much for following, buddy. Thank you so much. I don't think the king arrived, just the king's consort, i.e. the dwarf he dicks, or she. Would it say queen consort? It's not the king. It's just the king's lover. Just tell them to make 5 each season. I'm not even doing either of those. I literally, we have such a well-run cloth industry on the farm down there that they're just on repeat. They're not even make clothes whenever. They're on make sock, make shoe, make shirt, make pants, make sock, make shoe. Like, we have a super surplus of clothing. That also means we have a super surplus of plants if we ever need to eat it. What do I want from you? I don't know. What do I want from you? Anything? Do I care about you? Do you have steel? That would save me time. I'll trade for silver. I will trade for steel. Save me time, I guess. And you have armor. I will trade for these again, mostly because it saves me time. I clearly don't need clothing, so I'm not worried about clothing. All the military armor, though, I will try to take. And for pets, I don't think I need any pets right now. We're brewing our own. But I will try to take more booze from you, because why not? And I don't think I care too much about the rest of these. Like, at all. We have a massive surplus of whatever we need. We're self-sufficient. We don't need to trade for them on anything. What is it that it takes to make crystal glass? Like, he's got raw here that allows me to build walls. I'll trade for that. But if I want to make, like, a crystal glass window, I don't remember what all it takes. Lye is for soap. We'll trade for that. We should get a soap system running. I mean, we're about to have a mead system if I paid more attention to it. Do you have books, parchment, and quills? No, I just see sheets. Raw sheets. I can work on that some other time. That's all I want from you. Look over the documents. Yep, cool. That's what we want for you. We're already setting everything up for you anyways. Leave me alone. What I will order to be brought over is those excess cabinets we have. Why do we not see cabinets? Have they already been ordered? We have... Oh, because we only have one left. Okay. Is there a way to distinguish worn clothing to collect or so that the manager will make 5 new socks when unowned? So yes? Ish? I don't know what it counts as when they're dropped but damaged. I know that you can just say like unowned sock and you be good. Bookshelves, that's what it was. Thank you. I was like, I thought we had a ton of these. We have tons of bookshelves. Thank you. I think there's issues when they move bins around. I mean, this is true. So, put bored dwarves into the dyeing industry, dyers and millers. You're not wrong. I should just dye, but the problem is I would need another industry on dyeing. But that would save a bunch of bored dwarves. They could just huff paint all day and not be bored. I feel like there's a bad message in there somewhere. And the business mood are like, well, I guess there's no pants anywhere. But no, I'm not getting a no pants issue though. My clothing industry, I don't have an issue with lack of pants. The issue is I've done it the laziest way possible. I literally just ordered everything to be made and hit repeat. There is no standing order for these other than there's this one dude who's got to be legendary by now who's just making clothing. He's just making clothing because all of one of these farms, all of that farm does is make the plants that make the clothing. And then all this thing does is take those same plants and process them 24/7, 365. Most of my farm down here is for clothing. All of this is clothing. These two is just for booze. That's all they're here for. I just have that self-sufficient economy. Does dye clothing sell for more than normal clothing? Yes, I believe so. The bin is moved, when the bin is moved there, okay, yeah. I could probably, if I go searching for clothing, I could probably trade some of it away for money. As long as I be careful not to trade away. Hell, I could trade away some of the damaged ones too. But look at how many trousers we have just laying around. Not the artifact. I don't want to undo the damaged ones, but the higher quality undamaged ones, I'm gonna keep some of those. Yeah. We're gonna undo the pinning on some of these trousers. Footwear. Skip some of the undamaged ones. And then go back to grabbing them again. Hundreds and hundreds of socks and shoes and shoes and socks. Wait, some of these are boots. I don't want to grab boots. Fuck, I have to go back and look for boots now. I don't think the rest of these were boots. I think I was just entering the boot land. Yep, all right, we're good on that. I could just do this by sorting for gloves. and grabbing those. Instead of sorting by distance, we're going to sort by value. Is the highest value on top or on the bottom? Highest value is on top. So which means all the regular damaged ones should be on the bottom. Now these ones are damaged again, but they're higher quality, but they are damaged. And we won't select these. There we go. I'm gonna leave that as it is because I've just ordered like 90 billion items to be brought over. Yeah, they're gonna be busy for a while bringing all that clothing over. Yeah, that's my industry for this base. It's not food, it's not shell crafts, it's clothing. How has he not died yet? Well, I don't think he works 24/7, 24/7. The dwarf I forgot about began his construction, so we don't have to worry about him. Yay! Weaver's Guild. We have 2 people on Weaving Guild. Only one of them's on Weaving, and he's already a legendary +5. Remember, legendary is at level 15. It stops counting at legendary +5, which is level 20. His raw level is 34. This ghost word does nothing but sew clothing. Chinese sweatshops wish they had ghost word. Bring item to depot. Ghostword's last thought. Within the last, I don't handle pressure well. In the last season, she was interested in remembering learning about herbalism. Satisfied at work. Satisfied after producing masterworks. Self-pity for being away from family. Self-pity after being away from friends. Didn't feel anything being unable to pray. Didn't feel anything being unable to pray. Dejected upon being able to pray. Interested near a fine trade depot. Felt satisfied at work. Satisfied at work. Dejected dwelling upon being unable to acquire something. Euphoric due to inebriation. Loved remembering talking with mother. Was interested near a fine door. Yeah, she literally just works her PTSD away. She doesn't think about her friends that have died because look at this nice shiny sock I made. Now, no one tell the Chinese sweatshops about our efficient dwarves. They may come by and try to steal them from us. All right, I don't know why I canceled the whole thing. We'll only do 90, so we'll do those. But hey, those closed families have a new use. Going full industrial revolution. Ghostword needs a vacation. Can you get another weaver so they can split their work? I suppose if I have to. Is anyone else even good at weaving? Because remember, whoever does this, we're gonna. Bear Grylls, our bee master, is the only one who has any skill at weaving. The other person has skill, but wait, hold on. I was wrong. It's not. Okay, yeah, Ghostword's that. That's not even weaving. That's not. We're talking about clothes making, and yeah, that's still him anyways. All right, here's what we're gonna do. He finished the artifact. We'll get to him in a second. Who is the top hauler? Zakthos. Here you go, Zakthos. You can be in the Weaver's Guild. You are going to be the backup Weaver clothes maker. You're gonna learn from the best. We're not gonna have to question it. Now, what did we make in the background? It couldn't have been steel or something? Fuck me. Das.Dusum Tathor, the Dire Builder, has created Aglam, an iron anvil. She claims it as a family heirloom. Aglam. Dobstones? An iron anvil worth 63,600 dwarf bucks. Weighs 76 pounds. Dobstones is an iron anvil. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with cushioned obsidian cavicons, decorated with goose leather and rope reed, and encircled with bands of iron. The object menaces with spikes of cat's eye, giant jackal leather, marble, and obsidian. Daubstone? What the fuck is a daub? I feel like this person's dabbing on me. What is a daub? What is a daubstone? Daub. To coat or smear. So it's called the smear stone? With a thick or sticky substance in a carelessly rough or liberal way. That sounds inappropriate for younger audiences. We're not going to question what they're dabbing on this stone when they do it. No one question that. Are we still trading? Do we have any that are being brought here? We have tons that are still being brought here. Let's wait. The dab stone. I was happy with it being a dab stone. Every time they make a freaking a masterpiece, they're gonna be like, look upon my masterpiece. Just a bunch of dwarves like inches away from magma, just dabbing for every masterpiece. Necessary. All right, build. Machine, screw pump that pumps from the west. Obsidian block we can work with. We determined that we can work with iron corkscrews, right? Iron corkscrew, iron pipe section. I'm guessing so because we made an iron pipe section. Don't worry, we're at level 19. We only need to get to a level 148. We're making progress. Fuck me. Ledab. Oh no, they dicked down to stone. All of our poults have hatched. How many turkeys do we now have? I shudder. I shudder to look at this. Well, if it wasn't for the fact that they were all male, we would actually have a net gain right now. Since the... Oh, wait, no. We still have eggs that need to be hatched. We still have 10 more eggs coming. I cannot open a door for they may steal the fertilized eggs right before they hatch. 19 out of 148. Like the turkey noises when the eggs hatch. All right, are we still bringing shit here? Holy crap. Trade depot, trade depot, trade depot forever. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. This is true. We are kind of low on meat. All right, are we good? I don't see anyone else bringing things here, so trader requested at depot. Let's get this trade on. We're up over 1,000 drinks again. Huzzah. Not going to question that time when we were dangerously low on alcohol. All right, he wants to trade if we grab everything. We are trading $189,000 worth of shit. Because each individual clothing, like a shoe, is worth 200. Holy shit. Oh, also there's an artifact in here. Why is there an artifact in here? We're gonna take that back off. Don't worry, it's only 30,000 out of the 180. Yeah, we don't wish to trade away the artifact. But I think we can still make a neat profit with the rest of this. Rope reed trousers that are worth 1,200 dwarf bucks. That's just some pants. Holy shit, the dude's such a masterpiece. He might as well just be a name brand. Jesus Christ. If I traded for everything they have, they would still be making a profit. Oh my God. They would still be making a profit of almost 100%. 74 to 83 if we just said, you know what, fuck it. Give us everything you have. We're not even choosing what we want anymore. We're choosing what we don't want to deal with after this trade. Holy shit. All right, what do we not want to deal with? You know what, fuck it, YOLO. Trade, done, have at it. No trader required. Screw it. I'll figure out what I traded for later. We'll figure out. Someone clip that. We'll just figure out what we traded for later. When I'm wondering why the hell I have 9 billion of some stupid thing. I'll take your entire stock, good sir. Sir, are you sure you can afford all that? Are you kidding? Look at my new pants. Ghost word, made direct here. Do you want it or not? Ghost word, bland closer, where it's at. Just give me everything. Oh God, what did I trade for? I'm gonna regret that later. I'm gonna have to wait for them to leave with their shit. We'll figure out what we got after the fact. Hopefully it's good. I know we got a bunch of training crap. I know we're not gonna want that. We'll have to figure out how to dump that shit later. Just imagine if you had Master Miller and a Master Dyer. They had dick cheese. All right, we're still waiting for the other baby turkeys to hatch because we don't want the dwarves kidnapping them. There's still 10 fertilized, so we're waiting. But our booze is still net gain going up. Because remember, we didn't tell the dude to stop making booze. We only said if there are barrels and plants, make booze. There is no restriction right now to the amount of booze that that man makes. No, my lover is a ghost who's the dad of the clothier. Oh my, we need to get a dyeing industry. Yeah, this might be the first time I've ever actually tried to invest in dyeing. I usually just ignore it because, well, it's just clothing as far as I was ever concerned. That would be like an extra step, though. No, wait, the mom. We'll get to that in a second. We'll come back to that in a bit. First of all, we haven't frozen, so I don't know how this is going to work in such a case, which kind of sucks. We still have furniture down here. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't want these anymore, so I'm just gonna tell them to be dumped. I really don't want these, and they annoy me. The mud down here is going to get covered in a floor construction of obsidian, if I can. Mostly because I don't want things growing down here. I don't want to risk it. And we'll wait on the rest. 2 steps, mill, and 2 stockpiles feeding it, temple cup and bags, and then a dyer's workshop. So yeah, so this is where we start getting crazy. So I need part of the clothing industry to be making the bags, to be making the dye, and the dyer's workshop to dye all your thread before it is loomed. I feel though that the brand recognition of a pure ghost word trouser is that it's not dyed. I feel like if we made it blue, that would remove from the ghost word experience. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm lazy and don't want to do it. That's not anything. If you say that, you're lying. I'm sure there are spare dwarves. You have to remember, guys. Technically, this isn't the base. I'm trying to move people into this one. Oh God, do we need more pots? What? Where did all this? Oh, from the trading. Fuck me. Oh, we need more pots. We need more pots now. Way more pots. I think we have a net positive. These are just empty pots right here. Yeah, we just need people to move it. We might want to like slow down the boozing temporarily, actually, just to save the pots for something else. I'll take off repeat brew drink from fruit, and then we'll leave the order of brew drink from plant alone. I feel like the repeat sends us through. Yeah, we traded for everything they had. That included all their cheese. Cheese, milk, alligator meat, prepared louse brain, prepared yak spleens. My cook should be like having a field day during this, right? Lavish meals on repeat, go. Real quick though, not stocks. Kitchen. Do we not want them to cook? Don't cook the blackberries. I want to brew with that. Don't brew the whip vines because I want to clothe with that. Don't cook the dipple cup spawn. Well, I mean, Oh, those ones are for dye. Yolongling grass. I'm saying you can cook pigtail. That's true. You can cook rock nuts. I don't care about those. Sweet pods you can cook with whipvine, I think you can. Because it's pigtail that we use. Oh, whatever. We'll say no on that one. Drinks. Don't cook my drinks. Stop it. Now, the reason I wanted to come over here was because while I'm here, don't cook the tallow. We need that for the fat industry whenever we do it. You're free to cook everything else, though. Huzzah. There we go. You have 263 to some food. Stocks. Oh. Kitchen, is my head in the way? We had 2632 potato plants. Plump helmets. We have a massive amount of plump helmets and tato plants because we grow way the fuck more plants than we consume. You have to remember, I need to get this. Hold on. I'm setting this to the button because it takes me a few too many clicks to do this otherwise. Action cam is not doing overhead cam. It is doing camera in frame. So I can click this. Huzzah. You have to remember, there's two things that go into a plant. It's not a one-to-one system, which is why I think it's kind of weird. Everyone's always like, oh, you should nerf planting. You should nerf planting. Farming should be nerfed. The problem is the math makes the most sense at the low level. If you nerf it too much, then you won't get it to work at all. So you're gonna have a problem if you nerf it. But at the back end, like what we have now, it does end up too strong. And what it is the two things is one particular plot would require one seed. If you fertilize it, I'm gonna half make up the numbers here, but just so you're following along. If you fertilize it, regardless of skill, it could generate up to like 4, I think. So at low levels, fertilizing's really good. However, if you have maximum skill, like minimum skill 1-to-1, basically. If you have maximum skill, you can end up with like 12 plants from that one square. Where fertilization could still help, but it's really not necessary. I get the seeds back from brewing it. So right now, our farmer is at the skill where I could be doing booze for the entire base off of 4 total squares. 4 total squares, I guarantee you, the farmer generates enough plants to do the booze for the entire base off of 4 squares. Just because of how strong they end up at the end level. And by the way, if no one remembers, our farmer is... We have 4 farmers, 2 of which are lying, so I'm reclassifying them to haulers. Oh wait, no, not you, you're the plant processor. Even though this guy's supposedly the plant processor. This one's lying, though. He's a hauler. It's Grogrin and 2 Cats Yelling. Grogrin and 2 Cats Yelling are our farmers. Grogrin is the master. Look at this. I wish I could mag that in for you. But if you look closely at that pop-up, it says Legendary +5. Legendary is at 15. The highest the in-game counter counts to is Legendary +5, which is at level 20. But if you look at the raw level, Grogrin is such a good farmer. He is a level 73 farmer. The game stops keeping track at 20. The 2 Cats Yelling is learning from him. He's only level 12 for some reason. But Grogrin makes so many damn plants. If you look at it, it just says his experience. Wait, hold on. Did it stop counting? Yeah. If you look at 2 Cats Yelling, it says experience 12.9 thousand out of 14.3 thousand, 18.5%. If you look at Grogrin, it just says 300.4 thousand. 300,400 experience. And 2 Cats Yelling has 12,000. Grogrin, we have like the game's best planters. And if you mix that super crazy skill at planting with the super great crazy plant processor in the Weaver, we don't have to worry about the clothing industry. We're good. I should make a textile only base, import all the food and booze and weapons, no metal embark. Sounds terrible, do it. Lol, I'm sure the Mountain Home is thrilled that we were able to buy everything they have. Do we really still need a cheesemaker? No, the cheesemaker you're referencing is just a guy I never resorted. It's Borzoi. Borzoi's a cheesemaker, but really we had him as an armorer. So he's not a cheesemaker, he's a dyer, because I don't even collect milk. He is a dyer builder because he's our only armor dwarf. He's the only armor dwarf we have. Which means I can take that off of him and him. I might as well we'll just leave that alone there. Those kind of need to get sorted out at some point. But the problem is the whole request system I came up with interrupts it. I'm clearly going to be changing that. I'm not going to have people request their individual jobs anymore. Mostly because I just end up choosing, I end up choosing what I need anyways for the base. The base wouldn't go anywhere without it. What'll probably end up happening is I'll just have people elect themselves to join the military or not. They can make cheese if they want to. Can they cheese their friends behind? Because if they don't cheese, then they're no cheese of mine. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about at this point. Welcome to the stream, Eldritch. Bee milk is a thing that exists in this game. There's a flood of cheese. Bee milk. Well, so here's the thing. The cheesemaker literally just makes the cheese. The fact that we have cheese is already past the point the cheesemaker doesn't do anything with it. Bee milk sounds delicious. Speaking of which, how are our bees doing? Did I or did I not make more beehives? It says no. I could have sworn I did. Ready to be split? Not ready to be split because they were already put to the other bases. They were. Build workshop. It's been so long, I don't remember where you make the bee booze. Was it at a farmer's? Spin thread, process, plant the bag, make sheet, make cheese, milk. It's not the farmer's. Is it at a still? Still makes mead. All right. Why can this still not make mead? Because you need a honey containing item. All right, so it's a different step. I did this a way long time ago and I've forgotten how this worked from way long time ago. Let me think. Quern, mill, loom, clothes, those. Nice one. And it's not the farmers? I'd have thought it was the farmers. Woo, still not dead. I can't elect myself to be the only hunter in existence. Yeah, no. Yet. Do not gather products. Kitchen? You don't do the collecting of the honey, do you? No. Do you need the honey to put? Yeah, you need the honey to be put in a container, but I'm forgetting what the step is to put the honey in the container. Because you need like pots and shit to do that. I've got pots. I just forget what it takes to get the honey into the container. You need a jug. Oh, it's a jug, not a pot. That would be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll make 9 wooden jugs. Wouldn't the beekeeper collect the honey? Yeah, but doesn't he doesn't have a workshop, does he? I thought I needed to do a workshop. That's what I've been trying to track down. I thought I needed a workshop. Oh good, Byway Yee's had a mood. And he's going straight for the glass furnace. Okay, Byway Yee, you do that, buddy. Nobody is going to question you or your insane delusions of what you're going to be able to pull off with the glass furnace. Have at it. You are the dwarf of the future. He's definitely a dead man. I don't know, maybe he'll make something good out of that. He's already moving. He's grabbing a gem. He hasn't stopped, so he's not crazy. I mean, he's crazy, but he's not like going to end up crazy. He grabbed raw green glass at the glass furnace. Is he trying to make like a gem window? Raw green glass again. Because the glass furnace is how you made the glass, I thought. So if he's grabbing something after the fact, what do you make at a glass furnace that requires raw green glass is glass that's been made and it counts as a gem? So he went to the glass furnace and grabbed 2 gems and a piece of cloth? 2 gems, 2 cloth. Another gem. What the hell is this man doing? And a piece of wood. 2 gems, 2 cloth, a gem, a piece of wood, another cloth. He's moving out again. Did he grab a stone in the middle? It looked like he moved. He grabbed an iron bar. What the fuck is this man making? Now he's begun his mysterious construction. Now he grabbed another gem. He just put a bunch of gems in his sock. Hey, Coca-Cola. And the season is winter. It is now the winter of our discontent. Has the sun gone down enough? It has gone down enough that it is not providing undue colorations upon my face. Oh no, the sky is far too bright and it is ruining my delicate skin. The real thing is that's now fucking freezing. Oh, you guys can't see it. The vent was behind the green screen. I have just like contained the air from the AC and now released it directly upon my exposed flesh. I'm chilly. I'm freezing. How is it that doesn't even go to the ceiling? How did that do so well at keeping the cool back? However, the way around it would have been straight through the computer, so that was doing great, keeping the computer cool. Things to remember in the future if I ever have a cooling issue. Oh yeah, now we can, did the water freeze? You're right, I never even thought to pay attention to the water. It hasn't frozen yet. Okay. Did that poult ever hatch? What the shit? It's still just fertilized, but now we've like laid down more eggs. I didn't open it yet because we had fertilized eggs and we weren't filled across the board. We needed more female kids basically. So I didn't do it. I didn't release it yet, but now we're laying even more eggs. Oh my God, hurry up. AC just for the PC. That egg's gone bad. Everyone knows the cooling's for the equipment, not for you. Plenty of booze now, though. See, look at all the clothing they've just dumped in here, too. Like, as soon as they found a better article of clothing, they just dumped theirs where they stood. Hold on. I'm, like, genuinely gonna quickly Google this. Like, am I crazy? Because I've never had this much of an issue before. Bai Wei has created Nestethotable Moraktoon, a green glass bucket. Why? He claims as an heirloom in the name of his family ancestor, Cheezer Breezer. Good. Fantastic. Nesteb, whatever the hell that name is, Silken Canyons, The Bold Door, a green glass bucket, worth 80,400 dwarf bucks, weighs 7 pounds. This is a green glass bucket. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with cave spider silk and willow and encircled with bands of marquee cut pinfire opals. All right, I just want to make sure it wasn't in the way. The handle is made from indigo tourmaline. The object is adorned with hanging rings of green glass and menaces with spikes of rope reed. The handle is made from a gem. I'll give that to you. That's pretty badass. The object is adorned with hanging rings of green glass and menaces with spikes of rope reed. On the item is an image of Talkbreaker, the dog leather buckler, in green glass. On the item is an image of Melville Brushslash, the dwarf, in rope reed. On the item is an image of a forgotten beast in iron. All right, we have an artifact bucket. If we wanted to like bucket brigade up lava, we could do that now, I guess. All that for a bucket. That'll make a fancy as fuck well. You're right. I'm kind of wondering if I should deconstruct the well in the hospital and reconstruct it with that bucket. That sounds like that would make people happy. Trying to think about how I did this previously. Problem is, we now just have mist generating in a room. I'm building a wall there. That's not necessary, but I'm building the wall there. Trying to think of what to do with other things in there. It'd be kind of stupid to try to build a well in there. Problem is, the well in the hospital is not used that much, and we have plenty of booze, so there's no real reason for them to go there. I would need the well to be installed in the middle of, say, this room. And if I installed the well in this room, it would be a security hazard for the base. Everything else up to this point isn't really a security hazard for this part. Though I highly suspect that no monster is going to need to take this particular path to get into the base, when there's so many better paths for them to take. So if I moved this coffer over to and then put the well in here somewhere, then we could have an artifact. We could have a well with an artifact bucket as well. That presents a falling hazard, though. I don't want it to be a falling hazard. That's an issue. So far, everything in this room is safe for the dwarves to enjoy the water. Artifact bucket would be amazing, but it would... We had a grease monkey die? Hold on. What? Why do we have a ghost? How long have we had a ghost? Do we know where his body is? Did it tell me that he was dead? There are a lot of partial skeletons now. None of these look like... Who's possessing? NPC Shigazrigoth. Isn't that the fucking ghost wife? Isn't Shigazrigoth the ghost wife? Why is the ghost wife attacking us? Shigazrigoth. Whatever the hell that name is. Shigazrigoth. Are any of you Shigazrigoth? And where are your skeletons? Shit. I don't understand. Who or where did this ghost come from to attack us, and why? Where are all these forbidden corpses? They've all been dumped, as they should be. I grant you that. Where the hell is Shigazrigoth, and why is it haunting me? Where's the lever for this dump, by the way? Oh, okay. I didn't know that's where I put it, but I guess that's where I put it. Pull the lever to do it. Someone will get rid of that. Build construction floor. Fill this in with obsidian. Stop things growing. All right, so some of those clothing counted as masterworks, and we're not allowed to destroy those. Gotcha. That's good to know. Ghost word, buddy. Hold on. Pause. Where's Ghostword, and did that affect him too negatively? Ghostword's happiness was already at 16.9 thousand. He got better. All right, I give up on understanding the stress system. I quit at understanding the stress system. None of it makes any sense. Didn't they get yeeted? But yeah, but we buried their body. Isn't one of these to Shagazragoth? Oh, that's not good. We don't have any open ones. Let's open up some more. Oh. Why has this one just got a weird blinking thing on it? Because someone threw a backpack down. I could have sworn Shagazragoth was already handled. Yeah, it's the weird way the game did it. Ignore the number itself. Just, I was paying attention to the differences in it. Need to make sure nothing grows in here. Do I have coffins? I do, so I will use them. Maybe whatever the hell's happening with Shagazragoth will be handled when I build more coffins. Either that or I'll build a slab. Did the slab get canceled? Wasn't paying attention to that. All right, I don't think it even got to the point where the slab needed to be canceled. No one has it because that requires stone crafting. We no longer have a stone crafter, do we? Animal dissector. I like you. You're a stone crafter now. Ta-da. Figure all the haulers should have that as a skill, but apparently I guess they don't. Or do I have a profile where only speedy noobs allowed to use this? Of course I do. We have 2 stone grinders. We will allow the stone grinders here. Stone grinders are allowed to grind their stone. So apparently I already had a stone grinder. It's good to know. I don't know which one of them is going to do this, but as long as someone engraves the damn tombstone. It's the backpack's grave. Don't interrupt the back. Why is there a body here? There's a nickel cage with a dead cow in it. Okay. Let's dump the dead cow corpse, I guess. Because I guess nobody cared before. Oh, geez. Dump the skeletons. They never got turned into anything. I will get the crafts dwarf shop to do the totems to clear out the skulls. And we'll come back for the bones in a minute. Yeah, just dump those useless bodies over. We don't need them. They just now discovered that there was a dead cow in the cage in the middle of the map. Are you kidding me? You guys have been walking around that cage. It was a skeleton. That wasn't a corpse. You're telling me you just... No, it is a corpse. Okay, how long ago did it die? You just now figured out that that cow was dead? Just out there rotting, just covered in like a hive of flies and shit. You just now figured out that they were dead. Now, can you make mead? No, so I don't have a honey containing item. Do I or do I not have jugs now? I thought I made jugs. I do have jugs. Aren't I amazing? I remember now why after I made the fucking honey system the one time, I didn't do it again. I'm starting to remember why after I did mead the one time, I never bothered again. Can be made immediate still or used in cooking prepared meals. Is pressed from a honeycomb produced by honeybees at a hive. Harvest is part of the beekeeping industry. In order to press a, must have a dwarf with the pressing labor active. Oh, it's at a screw pump. I knew there was a thing I'm missing. A screw press, not a screw pump. My bad. Build workshop screw press, because you gotta squeeze the honey out of it. Duh. I was gonna build this like right here. Fuck it. Screw press using obsidian mechanism. There we go. We're gonna squeeze the honey out. Honey is the only animal product that can be brewed, and it, along with royal jelly, is the animal product to be. So honey has a low value of 1, is brewed into 5 mead. Honey jugs will be stored either in a finished goods stockpile allowing the storage of tools, or a food stockpile set to allowing animal extracts, honeybee honey. Turning it into mead works regardless, but if bins are allowed in a finished goods stockpile where honey is stored, hauling of bins can make the honey temporarily unavailable, or it's cooking or brewing jobs to cancel. We got new turkeys. Poults have hatched again. What are we at now? 14 and 19. Okay, so here's what I want to do on the males. Set that to 5, and the kids will set to 20. And little babies, we will also set to 20. Then when they grow up, we'll butcher them for more meat. There's no reason to kill them all when they're a kid. So I'm going to remove butcher orders. So I feel like we are fine with them now. However, those eggs are mine. We are done playing this game where you don't give me your eggs. I'm done letting you grow children. You're not allowed children anymore. All right, screw press is the step I was forgetting. Oh, frozen water, you're right. I didn't think to pay attention. So it did spread around the room because it filled up as we surmised it would. However, if you look, it didn't spread much. It literally is just like, oh, here's some water in a circle. It didn't go too far. There wasn't that much water to be dealing with. It was only the water from this. So I'm going to count this as success. It clearly can't flood that bad. The freezing system at both the intake being exact to the wall and the outtake means it handles itself. Now I have a llama that's starving. I probably traded for him earlier. Why did I trade for llamas? Who knows? Not the poults. I don't want any of you. I'll take the llama out. The llama. Let me take out the non-grazing animals. Probably make this easier. It's just the llamas. Okay. Down here, I am going to put every poult in here. Itchy eye. All right, that'll get the poults handled. And then back up here, what do we have left that is not currently pastured? We have rooster, 2 dogs, and a cat. I don't care much about the rooster. I'm gonna say the dogs and the cat, and then afterwards I'll release the dogs. The cat will already not be paying attention anyways. We got a new cat at least. You should do the same for the cavies so they can be butchered for meat. First of all, I don't even think I have that many cavies. Second of all, they don't generate that much meat. They're just little guinea pigs. How much meat do you think you're gonna get out of a cavie? Yeah, I'm gonna butcher 1 female adult. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Female kids will up to 20. Male kids, I'll up to 20. Male adults will up to 5. Female adults will leave at 6. That way they can grow up big and bad, and then we just cut them off at the pass. Weird little guinea pigs. Because remember, we have a guinea pig farm. Stupid as that sounds to say, one of you requested a guinea pig farm a long time ago. I forget who it was. But we have a guinea pig farm down here. Buy the actual farm. Cavey bacon. What killed some of the statues? The frozen water did? No, it didn't. They're just wet. That's it. The statue is still there. It just looks like wet water when there's water there. That's how it overwrites. The statues are still there. They're not dead. They're just wet. They will evaporate and become dry in time. It was me. My requests are always cavey related. You have like 5,000 edible plants. 6,397. Yes, I do. That is mostly the 2 plants I use for boozing. If you look at the kitchen and go to plants, which I think I'm already at, it's potato and plum helmet. That's 4,600 of it right there. The other 1,700 is grapes. I don't know why I have a ton of grapes. I think I traded for them. We can brew those now. All right, we had the one dude. Can I do something with horn? I think I can. Decorate with horn. Put that on repeat. Get the horn out of here. Oh my God, look at the created wealth. We don't actually know. Hold on, I have to get the bookkeeper to be more specific. All counts accurate, please. Created wealth right now is being rounded, so we don't know, but it is 1, 2, 3, 12,691,200 dwarf bucks. We have quite a bit. But we've only exported 316,000 of it. A lot of that's in furniture and shit too, in architecture. Hey, you could probably do something with the cavey skulls as well. We turn them into totems. All skulls just get turned into totems. I don't like pay attention to what part of like which animal the totem is made from. And I see we are up over an hour. Give me a sec. Let us order up another batch of obsidian floors. And then we will prepare for a YouTube break. Which, for those of you who are new, I put the archives up on YouTube, and trust me, it saves me hours upon hours upon hours in editing to just split it during recording. So you guys stick around. But those of you who are watching after the fact on the YouTube archive, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.